Hello and welcome back to Stacked, where we talk about how to grow and scale a small business. We are recording live from the living room today in one of our favorite spots to work in. And today we're going to be talking about how your software stack is your growth strategy. So let's get this straight. Businesses don't fail because of bad products 90% of the time. They fail because they're disorganized, they're overwhelmed, and they're duct taping systems together with tools that don't actually talk to each other. For instance, like MailChimp and Calendly, right? You have to then insert Zapier for those two to talk to each other. In today's episode of Stacked, I'm sharing how having the right software stack isn't just about saving time. It's about setting yourself up to grow, scale, and most importantly, stay sane. Let's simplify your setup and your success. Let's talk about what's broken in most setups. Here's what most solopreneurs are dealing with. They're booking leads in Calendly, they're emailing in MailChimp, they're sending contracts to sign in DocuSign or HelloSign, they're taking notes in Google Docs, their DMs are in Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, their tasks are in Asana, their payments are in Stripe or PayPal or QuickBooks, and then maybe they have a CRM. Or if they're like a lot of solopreneurs, they're still using an Excel spreadsheet. That is not a system. That is a Frankenstein business. Every login costs you clarity. Every disconnected tool costs you speed. And one of the most important things, it costs your revenue. And worst of all, none of it scales cleanly. You can grow messy, but you can't scale that way. Now let's talk about how your software is your second brain. A good software stack should do three things. It should, 1, organize your operations, 2, automate routine tasks, and 3, give you visibility into what's working and what's not working. You don't need more apps. You need a central command center, one system to run the show. The right setup doesn't just help you keep up, it helps you stay ahead. It becomes your second brain, handling follow-ups, workflows, automation, client journeys, and data while you focus on strategy, service, and delivery. So what do you look for in a scaling system? Here's a 5-point checklist for smart software. 1, it needs to be all in one, not all over the place. So if you're paying more than 5 subscriptions, it's time to do an audit and possibly a switch. 2, it needs to be customizable but not overwhelming. You want to look for a software that has tons of templates to start with or has affordable help that is available to you, not speaking another language you don't understand or not in time zones that don't work around when you're actually working. 3, it needs to be built for solopreneurs, not corporations. So a company like Salesforce is fantastic for larger organizations like Airbnb, who runs through Salesforce. But for a smaller organization, it's just not designed for you. So quit trying to make it work inside of the field it was never meant to work in. Number 4, it tracks the full customer lifecycle. So it needs to take them all the way from lead, all the way through payment. This is where Squarespace doesn't work as a CRM. Although you can get the lead, marketing in Squarespace is more difficult. It also doesn't have the same types of touch points and landing pages and nurture sequences that are available in other types of systems. And 5, it needs to grow with you. So you're not migrating every single year. So this software might look really pretty, but if it only allows you 4 users and you know you already have 6, probably not a good software for you to use. If it costs $60 per additional seat and that's not in the budget for you in the next 2 years, probably not the best software to use. Because what you want to do ideally is find a software that works for you now and is going to work for you in 5 years. This is exactly why we built Dallowry Flow. Because the software you use isn't just tech, it's your business's infrastructure. And it was a massive gap in the market when we started. If your tools don't help you grow, they are holding you back. And every time you have to switch, you lose momentum. A Dallowry Flow client came in last quarter managing her business in seven different apps. She spent 80% of her week switching tabs, following up manually, and retyping the same info over and over and over again in different places. We centralized everything: email, calendar, payments, notes, forms, and automated follow-up sequences, all under one login. And within 30 days, her client response time dropped by 70%, which means her revenue was able to increase because she was able to take on more clients. And she started working on her business and not drowning in it. That is the power of a smart stack. Your software should save you time, make you money, and scale with you, not overwhelm you. And if it doesn't, it's time to change the stack, not your goals. If you want a one system that brings it all together and actually makes your business easier to run, head to dallowryflow.io. You deserve to feel organized, empowered, and stacked for success. This is Stacked, where we automate, elevate, and repeat.